guys, it's Anthony. Welcome back to my channel. I'm having the worst weekend of my life. Yesterday, my dad took me to, bowling alley, and we were about, it was either like 5 or 6 frames into the first game, because we played 2 games. And before this, I kind of sort of stepped over the foul line. So basically, there's like this line called the foul line. You're not supposed to cross it, otherwise, your points don't count because it's dangerous to walk down the foul line because I don't know. That's when the police showed up, and I was like, oh god, they came for me because I stepped on the phone line, and now they're here to get me because I didn't know. I thought it was bad, but I didn't think it was like illegal. But it turns out they didn't come for me. Nobody did anything wrong, and so the police officer goes up to my dad and says, is that a red Nissan out there? Because that's the car my dad drives. And he's like, yeah. Well, someone crashed in your car and the whole and did damage to the car. So everybody runs out to go see what happened, including the workers. And keep in mind, the bowling alley just opened, so we were pretty much the only ones in the parking lot. And everyone, including the workers, went um outside. I stayed inside because I didn't want to get involved in this. And two this message came up 2 times. You're bowling too slow. Tap to continue. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. But clearly the computer can't read minds. And so basically what my dad so basically we go at so well, we'll get to that part of the story in a while, but so basically in the second game, um my dad tells me to take his turn, and I was a bit hesitant at first because I was like, I'm playing for 2 people. Is that allowed? But of course, I didn't actually say that. I just did as he said. And like, I acted like I was just playing a 1 player game when in reality, I was playing a 2 player game. And like, completely unrelated to the story, but like, I'm mediocre. My bowling skills are mediocre. Like, I feel like I can, like, I don't know if I got more gutter balls or more times where I actually hit the pins, but I did get 1 strike, so I guess I am pretty proud of myself. Sometimes in bad situations I can impress myself, but there was no one to impress, and I don't impress anyone because I don't have any friends and nobody likes me, but whatever. So basically, after a second game, we go out, and I didn't even think the damage was that bad. My brother was there too, but he didn't actually bowl. He was just watching us, and then like he thought it was just a scratch, and that's what I thought too until we go out to the parking lot and the whole entire bumper came off. And I was like, ooh, that's bad. And then basically he tells me what the guy said because we parked in like the middle. But the guy who hit the car, he claims we parked next to the building and it rolled back. But if you looked in the car, you could clearly see that the gear was in park. The only way you wouldn't be able to see that is if we had window tints, which we can't afford that, but whatever. But and that logic also makes no sense because if if that was the case, the car would have rolled into the street by that point, and then it would have really gotten hit. And basically, like, and um, wait, was I? Let's see. Um, so, by that logic, it would have rolled into the street and then it would have really gotten hit. So, and my brother, he takes way too many photos. Like, he probably has over like 50,000 photos on his phone. You know? He takes pictures of everything, even of places that we've been to like 50 million times, like places we go like almost every day. His food, everything. So, and in those photos, if you saw the photos, you would clearly see that we parked in like the middle row. And the guy who was driving the car, he acted like one of these like big Hondas. I don't remember what like the model was called, but apparently it's like the second biggest model. But so then we had to wait for my mom, which took forever because my mom's kind of a slow driver. And she kept passing the place like twice. And the one thing with my mom is that she doesn't really like making left turns because like she doesn't want to crash the car because if she crashed her car, then that would have been two cars we had to deal with and things would have just gotten crazy. So after like about like 112 years, my mom finally showed up. And basically, we got in the car, and my brother was getting hungry. So to make the situation slightly better, he took us to Arby's. And prior to this, I think I've actually only been to Arby's once, and I literally don't remember anything else. But yeah, but completely unrelated. And so yeah, don't be surprised if I make an update video and because we might have to end up going to court because my dad might have to end up suing the guy and it's just a messy situation. Subscribe and I hope you're having a better weekend than me.